When a client leaves our facility, the gap between residential care and their first outpatient appointment is a leading cause of relapse and rehospitalization. At Emmond Healthcare, we work to close that gap by connecting clients to essential community resources while they are still in treatment. This is the Community Services and Resources Quick Reference Card. We use this tool to accomplish three main goals: master emergency contacts, build community connections, and plan for discharge on day one. The goal of this process is client self-sufficiency. By guiding them through these steps, we teach them how to navigate community systems on their own to maintain their progress. In a life-threatening crisis, there is no time to look up phone numbers. Seconds matter. Look at this visual breakdown of our top emergency contacts. The first number to commit to memory is 911, used for life-threatening medical or safety emergencies. Next is 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, which clients or staff can call or text for immediate psychiatric support. The third is 1-800-222-1222, the direct line for poison control. Every direct care staff member must know these three specific numbers by heart. They are to be memorized, not looked up. Internalizing these contacts establishes a baseline for client safety. It ensures you can act immediately during critical moments without pausing to search for information. While statewide numbers are essential, a generic reference card cannot help you coordinate a localized crisis. You must physically write in your facility's specific local providers into these bracketed fields. Identify the closest hospital emergency department, the local non-emergency police lines, and your specific county's 24/7 behavioral health access line. Completing this step provides you with the specific local data needed to guide clients through the resources in your immediate area. A cold referral occurs when a client is given a phone number and expected to navigate the system alone. This split-screen diagram illustrates why cold referrals fail. Giving a client a piece of paper is like throwing a paper airplane into a hurricane. It is easily lost or ignored. The solid connection on the right represents a warm referral. This means you call the resource alongside the client and introduce them directly. Consider a scenario where a client is discharging in 5 days but lacks stable housing. Step 1 is to assess the specific need. Step 2 is to locate the local shelter on your reference card or dial 211. Step 3 is to introduce the client on speakerphone to secure an appointment. Warm handoffs dramatically increase follow-through. A scheduled human connection succeeds where a paper trail fails. Discharge planning begins on day 1 of admission. Waiting until the end of treatment is like packing your bags while your ride is honking outside. For example, during an initial nutritional assessment, a client might report severe tooth pain but lack dental insurance. Look at this tablet screen showing benefitscal.com. Your immediate intervention is to connect the client to a reduced-cost clinic and help them apply for Medi-Cal, which covers dental care through DentiCal. Use this same early start logic to identify vocational rehabilitation centers and local AA or NA meetings near the client's future discharge address. Proactively addressing foundational needs like pain relief and employment readiness removes major barriers to recovery. It is late at night and a residential client suddenly reports active suicidal ideation and frightening auditory hallucinations. The absolute first rule of an after-hours psychiatric emergency is that you never leave the client alone to search for resources. Stay with them, initiate the suicide risk protocol, and immediately escalate the situation to the on-call provider. Utilize the resources you have memorized. Call 988 for immediate support or 911 for an emergency evaluation if the danger is imminent. Strictly following this protocol provides immediate stability. You become the safety net when the client's internal coping systems fail. You now have the framework to handle community referrals at Emmond Healthcare. You have the emergency numbers, understand warm handoffs, and know how to start discharge planning on day 1. Take your physically completed Emmond Healthcare Quick Reference Card and pin it to a highly visible bulletin board in your facility. Maintain collaborative, side-by-side interactions with your clients. Guide them through these systems until they can confidently make those calls themselves. The work you do here has lasting impact. Mastering these community resources builds the practical connections a client needs to continue their recovery after they leave our care.